friends, are you ready for today's story? Today, we are going to read Gingerbread Baby. What do you see on the cover of the book? Yeah, he's like a little gingerbread man, but he's a little baby. And do you know what else I see? I see little sneaky peeks in the corners. They're giving us a hint about what might be in the story. This book has little sneaky peeks. That must mean this book is written and illustrated by Jan Brett, because she likes to give us little sneaky peeks so we know what's coming. Let's see what happens to Gingerbread Baby. Ooh, look at that beautiful house. Snowy day, a boy and a dog, a cat. Very cool house. Look at the roof goes up and down, curved like that. Kind of looks like a gingerbread house itself, huh? And there's the same house, just drawn in a different way. Gingerbread Baby by Jan Brett. Let's look over in the first sneak peek. We have a little boy, and he's looking out the window. And over here, we have a cookbook. It was cold outside, and it was warm inside. A fine day for gingerbread, Maddie thought. Maddie's mother put the big blue bowl on the table and lit the stove. Maddie took down a worn-looking cookbook with old-fashioned writing on the cover. He opened it up to the page that said, Gingerbread Boy. Hey, it says Gingerbread Boy, but our cover said Gingerbread Baby. But you know what? Before you're a boy, like a regular school-age boy, you're a baby. So maybe they're just going to make a smaller one. Let's see. They measured and mixed. Maddie rolled the dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy, and they popped him in the oven. Bake a full 8 minutes. No more, no less. Do not peek, the recipe read. Maddie listened to the clock. Tick, tock, tick. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3, 4, 5. Oh, but Maddie, he wasn't so patient. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. How many minutes is he supposed to wait? Right, 8. He can't wait after 5. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. He opened the oven door to take a peek. Instead of a gingerbread boy, out jumped a gingerbread baby. He's a baby because he didn't cook long enough. He pranced around the big blue bowl. I'm a gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. So he's going to run away, and he says, you can't catch me. Over here in the sneak peek, we see that's the gingerbread cut out when he cut out the gingerbread boy before he baked it. And over here in this sneak peek, he's running in the snow, and there's a cat behind him. Let's see what happens on this page. Maddie's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back in the oven, but he ran all around the kitchen. The door opened, and in came Maddie's father. What's that delicious smell? He asked, as the gingerbread baby tumbled through his legs and outside into the yard. He snuck out between his legs. Now he is in the yard. And there's that cat we saw in the sneak peek. He ran by the tabby cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him. They rumbled and tumbled, but the gingerbread baby came out on top. Look, the baby's riding on the cat. That's funny. He ran towards the garden wall. The dog caught a whiff of the tasty ginger and sniffed along behind him. But the gingerbread baby was halfway up when the dog caught up. He barked and barked. Ruff, ruff. as the gingerbread baby climbed over the wall. He's getting away. Look, the mom and the dad are chasing, the cat is chasing, the dog is chasing, and now he's over the wall. Maddie didn't chase him. Maddie was still inside. He heard his mother and father yelling. He heard a cat meowing and a dog barking, and he heard the gingerbread baby shouting, "Catch me if you can!" Maddie opened up the worn-looking cookbook for the second time. So he's not chasing the gingerbread. He's going to cook something else. Meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on down the path and into the barn. The goats looked up as he somersaulted across their backs. The last one tried to catch him, but the gingerbread baby was too fast. Somersaulting. Now we see Maddie. He's mixing some more ingredients. I wonder what he is making. Let's look over here. He's rolling out some more gingerbread dough. Do you think he's making another gingerbread boy? Let's see. Martha and Madeline were standing by the well. A well is a place where you have to put the bucket down and then it goes into the water and then you pull the bucket up again with this rope and it fills up with water and you can get some water. Martha and Madeline were standing by the well when the gingerbread baby stopped to take a drink. They looked at each other and winked. One eye. They winked. Martha started to talk to him while Madeline tiptoed up behind with the bucket. But they couldn't fool that gingerbread baby. They were going to sneak and catch him in the bucket. But he's a smart little baby. He took a braid from Martha and a braid from Madeline and tied them in a knot and ran towards the road. Look, they're all tied up together. He is such a mischievous guy. Back in the house, Maddie stirred, mixed, and rolled the dough. He shaped it and put it in a pan and into the oven. Tick, tock, tick. 8 long minutes. This time he didn't peek. I will catch him if I can, Maddie said to himself. So he's making something to catch the gingerbread baby. As he was bouncing along, the gingerbread baby saw a farm wagon just ahead. He jumped in and settled down for the ride next to a mama pig. The smell of gingerbread was too much for her. She tossed him high in the air, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. The pig wants to eat him. But the gingerbread baby twisted in the air and came down hard on her porky snout. I'm the gingerbread baby, too quick for the mother and father, too fast for the cat, the dog, the goats, too clever for Martha and Madeline, too smart for the mama pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can. Isn't he kind of cute? I like him. Over here in our sneak-a-peek, we see Maddie putting together these pieces. They look like wood, but maybe they're not wood. And now look, a sloping part, like a roof of a house, see? Feeling smug, that means he feels like, ha, I'm doing great, I'm the best, I'm better than you. Feeling smug, the gingerbread baby strolled along by himself until he came to a bridge that crossed over to the village. Just as he got to the middle, he heard running feet behind him and saw a crowd of villagers ahead of him. The gingerbread baby was trapped. He jumped up onto the railing, backflipped through the air, and landed on a chunk of ice floating down the river. Oh no, now he's in the river. Can they catch him when he's in the river? Maybe not. There he is, down there. And there's everybody watching. They want to catch him, but now he's going down the river. The ice bobbed along with the gingerbread baby dancing on top and singing in a loud voice. Look at me, and what do you see? The best gingerbread baby ever! Until his feet got cold and he jumped ashore. but who is waiting ashore? Here's over here, and then there he is right there. What is that? Right, that's a hungry fox. He's so hungry, he's got his tongue out like this. He wants that gingerbread baby. Who was that watching from the trees? It was the fox. He crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him up. But the fox couldn't help himself, and he licked his chops like this. Smack, smack. The gingerbread baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. Just when the fox was catching up, the gingerbread baby saw the milk and cheese man with his can of milk. So the milk and cheese man is this guy, and this is his wagon, and he's selling the milk in this container and some cheese too. The perfect hiding place, he said. He said that this container with the milk is the perfect hiding place. The perfect hiding place, he thought. He lifted the lid and lowered himself inside. He was so pleased that he sang at the top of his gingerbread voice. Ha ha, hee hee, you'll never find me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Catch me if you can. Let's look at the sneak peek. Maddie is putting icing on top of his structure that he made here. And over here, he is decorating it with candy. What does it look like? Look closely. Right, it's a gingerbread house. That's cool. The milk and cheese man heard the gingerbread baby's voice. Who is meddling with my milk? He shouted and lifted the lid. But the gingerbread baby was ready. He jumped up and tweaked his nose. Ah! See, he's tweaking his nose. Now, the milk and cheese man, right here, the fox. I don't see the fox in the picture. Oh, there he is. The fox, the villagers, the mama pig, Martha and Madeline. Martha and Madeline are over here. The bleeding goats, right here. The barking dog, ruff, ruff. There he is up here. There's a dog there. Oh, that's a different dog. There's the dog back here. The barking dog, the meowing cat. Meow, meow. Can you see the cat? The father and the mother were all after the gingerbread baby and getting closer, and he knew it. The brash baby was not as peppy and proud as he had been. He sniffed a familiar smell and followed his nose into the woods. So let's look at everybody chasing him. See? So many people and animals chasing him. And he knew that he's in trouble, that he smells something. What could it be that he smells? Something familiar, something he knows. Let's see. He couldn't believe what he saw. There, in the middle of a clearing, was a gingerbread house, frosted with sugar, covered with candy, and the doors with peppermint handles were open. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands with glee and ran inside. He's going to run inside that little house to be safe. Who made that? Maddie did. He's hiding behind the tree and he's watching as the gingerbread baby goes inside, and everybody is still chasing him. In a tick-tock-tick, everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they found were a few bits of frosting, a peppermint candy, and some crumbs. The father exclaimed, "The gingerbread baby has finally met his match. He's saying that someone finally got him." "I wonder who it was," the mother said. "Let's go home and tell Maddie." But there's Maddie walking away with the gingerbread house. Maddie already knows. "Hello, Maddie," his father said when they got home. "We never did catch that gingerbread baby. All we found were some crumbs in the snow." "I see you have been busy," his mother said, looking at the gingerbread house Maddie was holding. "Too bad we never caught that gingerbread baby." "Too bad," said Maddie. Is Maddie going to tell him that he has the gingerbread baby in there? I don't think so. I think he's going to keep it a secret. only Maddie could hear the tiny voice from inside the gingerbread house. Who's inside? Let's see. Ooh, there he is. I'm the little gingerbread baby, lucky as could be, to be living in the house that Maddie made for me. Ta-da! The end. Wasn't that a fun story? You know what my favorite part of this story is? I love the illustrations. On all the pages, it looks like there's cookie cutters, and at the end, it looks like there's icing. Isn't that cool? Jan Brett always does a beautiful job with illustrations. Here, it looks like stone or wood cutouts of different creatures. This is a very beautiful book. Thanks for reading with me. Bye now.